So, you're thinking about day trading stocks. The first step, before you ever click that buy button, is to ask yourself a very simple but incredibly important question. Why? Why do you want to day trade? There are so many reasons people get into this game. Maybe you've seen the posts on social media, the fancy cars, the luxury lifestyles, the allure of easy money. Or maybe it's the desire for financial freedom, to escape the 9-to-5 grind. For others, it could be a response to past financial struggles, a need to build a better future. And for some, it's purely the thrill of it, the excitement of taking risks and chasing rewards. Every single one of these motivations is valid, but you have to be honest with yourself about what yours is. To be successful in this business, you must understand your own reasons, because every action you take in the market has a consequence. So, let's get real. Is this just a hobby for you, something to do for fun? Or are you treating this like a serious business? Are you truly committed to learning and growing for the long haul? Or are you just chasing a quick buck, thinking it won't take much time or effort? Here's the hard truth. What you put into trading is exactly what you will get out of it. This industry has one of the highest failure rates out there. A lot of people lose money. Why? Because they treat it like a casino. They gamble, hoping for a lucky win. And sure, they might get lucky once or twice, but that success is never consistent. Eventually, the house always wins. They end up with blown accounts and margin calls because they lack discipline and have no real idea what they are doing. The reality of day trading isn't always glamorous. It's not always exciting. But understanding and admitting the real reason you're here is the first step on the path to actual success. It helps you see your own biases and agendas in the market. If you skip this critical step of self-examination, you are planning to fail, and you will fail miserably. But here's the good news. If you start your trading journey with the right mindset, you're already ahead of the game. You're competing against a lot of people who have no clue what they're doing or why they're doing it. They are relying on whatever people tell them instead of developing their own understanding of the market. By taking this first step, you gain an edge. For instance, those who chase the top get stuck bag holding a stock because you recognize when to buy and when to sell. You are no longer guessing, wishing, and hoping, but planning with purposeful understanding. You'll be focused on preserving your capital and managing risk, while others are going YOLO on every trade, hoping to make a fast buck without any realistic expectations. In fact, you expect to lose and have factored your entry with this reality. You also have a calculated and well-thought-out plan to take profits because you have done your homework and developed discipline. That discipline is your advantage and only occurs when you realize it is needed. Otherwise, you trade blindly and without constraints, not knowing how to navigate the emotional roller coaster of the ups and downs in the market. Let me tell you about my own start and how I came into the market, trading stocks without any real idea or understanding, other than a desire to make easy money. When I first got into trading, I had no idea what I was doing. It was during the whole AMC and GameStop craze. It was all over the news, and my coworkers, who also knew nothing about trading, were opening Robinhood accounts and talking about all the money they were making. I had a serious case of FOMO, the fear of missing out. I didn't want to be left behind, so I opened my own account and followed their advice without a second thought. My initial motivation was pure greed and the desire for easy money. Like most people, I started researching online. I found forums and chat groups where people were hyping up the next stock to go to the moon. It sounded so convincing, and I got swept up in the excitement. This desire for quick, easy profits was the trap that got me into so much trouble. This is because I did not know anything about trading in stocks, but had an unrealistic expectation. I did not take the time to examine my actions in light of what was needed to succeed, but was driven by greed. I started placing orders on all kinds of stocks, and I over-leveraged on one particular stock that seemed too good to be true. I knew nothing about reverse splits, offerings, dilution, or pump and dumps, especially when it came to penny stocks, which were my favorite. It just seemed to make sense. The price was so low. The potential for profit was so high. How could it possibly go wrong? Well, everything went wrong. The stocks reverse split, got diluted, and were eventually delisted. My account was completely wiped out. That was my brutal introduction to the world of stock trading. I don't want this to happen to you. And the truth is, it does not have to happen to you. You do not have to become a statistic and fail or quit. You can develop and create a realistic plan to success with the first step of identifying why you are day trading. I'm sharing my story so you don't have to make the same painful mistakes I did. Let's keep it real. If you want to gamble in stocks, then do it, but know you are gambling. If you want to get rich, understand there is a rare chance. If you think you can make day trading a career, then be ready to do the hard work and have realistic expectations. Maybe some of you have already been through something similar. You have blown accounts and are still wondering if you have what it takes to be successful. Maybe you just haven't taken the first step by asking yourself, why do I want to become a day trader? What is my real motivation? If you have, please share your story in the comments below. Your experience could help someone else who's just starting out. My goal here is to help you, whether you're new thinking about starting or currently struggling to become the best trader you can be. You can learn from my mistakes and shorten your own learning curve dramatically. So, to wrap this up, the first step to success is to have a trading plan. Part of the very crucial step to this plan is asking yourself why you are day trading. What is your motivation? Is it realistic, and are your actions in line with the why? Be real with yourself and know the realistic expectations. Get rid of the Lambo fantasies and get rich quick mentality. I want to emphasize this again. Take the time to really ask yourself why you want to trade. What are your motivations? The answers may vary, but the truth needs to be considered because it will help develop your actions. Are you being driven by emotions? Are you taking on too much risk? Are you uneducated about the realities of the market? You have to accept that most people fail in this business and that losing money is a very real possibility. Keeping that truth in mind will set you apart. It will give you the edge you need to build a successful future in day trading. Understanding that many are gambling, taking on too much risk, and over-leverage gives you an edge to take their money. Because you have learned about yourself and why you are day trading, you increase your odds of not becoming a statistic as you progress in knowing yourself more. Thanks for watching The Real Truth About Day Trading. This channel is dedicated to share the real true experiences and outcomes of what it takes to become a successful day trader without the fluff. If you are serious about day trading, then join us in the journey. Join the community, like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Remember, real trades, real lessons, real growth. Be sure to look out and check out our other videos that will help you succeed. Until next time, God bless.